understanding of employee engagement?
All right. So yes, the word dynamics have changed, but one has to also understand that startup is one space where the dynamicity or the VUCA is always high, right? Kind of setups where I have worked were not very heavily funded, or we will have the luxury of putting things in an organized way wouldn't really happen. So according to me, heading HR function, the definition of employee engagement would be a mechanism through which the business enables establishing culture in a system. From an employee standpoint, from an employee standpoint, it is the comfort and the security cement that I have to provide them to ensure that they remain productive, engaged, and relevant to my system. So that's how I define employee engagement. It is way beyond the Friday fun activities and the pizza party that HRs tend to organize, and definitely way beyond the Diwali Rangoli that we create in the office. It often starts with understanding the business goal, understanding what is the kind of talent pool we need to have, understanding how engaged my leadership team is. So the work starts from there to understand, and then to start engaging with the co-founders of the company, because understanding the startup space, what happens is brand value is something which is floating at the moment. You have an idea and you have started, so you become subject to judgment. So everything that you bring across as your personal value system becomes my employee culture, because they start prototyping you. They buy you before the idea comes. So to me, to establish employee engagement, a practice per se, becomes an approach and a strategy. And how it starts from the standpoint of beginning point, first touch point when you're doing talent acquisition. It starts from there. The next touch point to me comes is when the onboarding process begins. People say it's about employee experience. To me, those are not employee experience. These are precursor to employee engagement. And the first touch point that happens within the system is when onboarding and induction process starts. So what happens in induction is when you have hiring people in a batch, interaction begins within themselves and as well as with the system. So the narrative that gets generated then sets the foothold for employee engagement to me. That is how I understand employee engagement.
Thank you, Shruti. Very well explained. So now I would like to know that what is the importance of employee engagement, since everyone is talking about it these days. So what is the importance of it?
So importance of employee engagement, the first key deliverable has to, stabilizing the organization. And it's purely talking from, startup space. To stabilize the organization, to help people understand that they have to deliver towards a predetermined goal. Many of the startups, they are under evolving stage. Goals are not set, or the business model is changing, the product protocol is changing because market has started responding differently. When that kind of things happen, then the employee engagement focus changes from stabilizing the organization to making it more inclusive for people to be part of that change process. When they know that this is what is happening, when they have that clarity of chaos, they start contributing more, because by default, as a human nature, we tend to bend towards seeking clarity. And that's where the leadership role becomes very, very crucial. And that is what is the importance of employee engagement in a startup space, so to say. Because productivity, and so normally, the data and the statistics, which is largely there in the market, is from larger organizations, which says employee engagement is equal to productivity. But in startup spaces is way beyond that. Retention, setting up the worth of a process or a people in place is what becomes more important from an employee engagement standpoint. And how do we facilitate that? It's important to understand, even as an HR as a function within startup, how do you organize yourself then? Given the size that I've handled, from 30 people to close to 250 people, I have always kept this as, clear communication between me and the business and the employee, that HR is not a separate function. HR is equal to business, business is equal to HR. So my team always has comprised of committees, not employees. I will never have one core HR team. I will always have a committee of people from all the functions, people who are pro HR, people who communicate well, who are, pro in their own teams, they understand, they deliver, and these are beyond the leadership teams. So I will create HR champions within the system, and they work then together. So that has worked well for me in terms of, delivering employee engagement.
Thank you for the answer. So now next question is, what can businesses achieve through employee engagement? So like you mentioned a couple of points about productivity, the business would be able to retain more number of employees. So would you like to add anything else as to why it should be a boardroom agenda and what can business actually gain out of employee engagement?
So I'll start with being very critical to businesses whenever I have started working, because I keep very clear communication stating your product and your idea will not fail, but if you will not have right kind of people, it will fail. Idea never fails, people do. The first key focus of enabling employee engagement is creating a collaborative environment to work, where communication can flow, where people are able to understand the purpose of the organization or the business goal. The quality of contribution then becomes the next. From an HR standpoint, two things. How I understand employee engagement, or this is how I induct my team, is two things: retention and employee referral. Now, understand, from establishing an organization to be performing and delivering business goals, retention is very, very important. Anybody who is an employee would always look for clarity. They don't come with an entrepreneurial mindset all the time, until unless you're hiring exceptional people. And my experience says, and which is where retention becomes very, very important. The more engaged that they are in the business process, in the business deliveries, and their personal value system or the way they execute themselves match, they're going to stay. Moment they start, people start staying in the organization, the culture building starts happening. If people start leaving too early in an organization, it is very difficult from a cultural standpoint to set up the protocol, because culture is a discipline that needs time for everybody to, get into the system and start doing things the way it is expected, or, a lot of other factors do come in. So that's one thing that, becomes key. And the other thing is, employee referral. For me, one line statement, as in any time you start working in a startup space, I see what is the employee referral data talking to me. Everything else is understood from that. Now, research also shares, and I did learn, from the millennial generation here, is that this is a very crucial factor to see. Research also indicates that people who have friends within, office, or people who have got their friends to office, are 69% more productive than people who do not have friends at place. Having said that, this is where it becomes extremely important, that we understand the importance of employee engagement is equal to employee referral. So those are the things that have becomes, business imperative for me. To me, survival is through engagement.
That, is there anything else that you'd like to share about employee engagement?
I think from HR standpoint, what you need to understand, or my message to people who are aspiring to have a career in HR, that it starts with understanding business. You're not a separate function. You have to contribute in a way business understands. And to reach to that level, a lot of clarity is required. In terms of career, if you look at HR, you have to be a pro. In any other field, like we are a cost function, which means we do not generate revenue. But I would never teach anyone that. Saving is revenue. If you know how to save money as an HR, you're generating revenue for the company. So that's a positive way of looking at it. And people who want, like students listening to this, I wish them all the best, and I wish you all the best as well. Do well.